Morning, happy Saturday. We're on our way into the city to meet Michael to get some samples off of him which need to be photographed. Then we pop into the Wiley Fox because they have a brunch thing on today, so pop in there, show my support. Then I need to get home and I need to film a jewellery Instagram reel and TikTok for Thomas Sabo, and then I need to head back into the city for my friend Laura's 30th birthday. So busy Saturday. Oh, and I forgot, we also have to somehow find time to pack because we fly to London in the morning, and it's a bit of an odd trip because we've London in the morning and then Paris for a day, so find time to do that. Yeah. Just all just depends on the price. Huh? Per box, per unit. I'll take 3 of those, please.
You're off already today, weren't you?
Yeah, I had a meeting at 12 in the Westbury.
Alright. Oh, I couldn't sleep. I don't know what's going on with it. I can't sleep anymore.
Cheers. I know you're drinking coffee and I'm drinking rum, but...
Oh, it's just because I still need to, you know.
Have some ironing to do before we film. I'm going to like bulk record just a few of the normal Let's Get Dressed videos because I'm traveling for the weekend and I don't particularly want to bring like my tripod, and well, I might bring a tripod just for like some time-lapse stuff for the YouTube because that's where I want my energy to be and not be on recording Let's Get Dressed videos while I travel. So if I can bulk record them now, it means I don't have to record them tomorrow when I'm in London and Monday when I'm in Paris, because I actually won't even have a place to film them in Paris because I'm only there for less than a day. I arrive in Paris at, I don't know, I'm leaving London at 6 AM, I'm leaving Paris at 9 PM, so I need to bulk record them now, otherwise it doesn't get recorded and doesn't get done. So outfit prep. So I've pulled 3 outfits and I need to iron and then shoot. clean this absolute mess. It's one outfit there, all the Thomas Sabo boxes there, the sweatpants and stuff there, my Doc Martens on the chair where they absolutely shouldn't be, bag, camera bag. Okay, now to tidy all this up and then edit one of those videos. I'll edit the video that I just shot now of this outfit, which is for this evening, and then the other 2 videos I'll edit tomorrow on the airplane, and then yeah, send them off to the clients and make sure they're happy with them before I post them. How dare you want rest while you're recovering?
Yeah, I had like a break.
About to leave to go to Laura's 30th. Just gonna show face for about an hour or so and then get home because we have an early flight and I still haven't packed yet. See you later. How are you, mate?
Jimmy?
Damien, yeah.
How are you?
I'm good, you? Now I got everything.
Thank you.
Good, mate. Thank you. Dark and you can barely see me. It's also late. It's like after 2 in the morning. I'm only getting home. Bear in mind, I've not even packed a bag. And then the issue is I'm gonna have to do that silently when I go home because everyone's asleep. My flight is in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My flight is in 5 hours. I have to leave for the airport in 4 hours. So I might get a nap. I might get a nap in, but I'm definitely not gonna get a proper sleep in. So, you know, the thing is, like, I went to Laura's party and I'd met some people that we'd followed each other online for quite a while, but I'd never actually met in person. One of them being Stephanie Roach. If you don't know who Stephanie Roach is, she is an Irish professional footballer, an ex-professional footballer. I think she still plays professionally, but she has retired internationally anyways. But Stephanie was nominated for a Puskas Award a good few years ago. If you don't know what a Puskas Award is, it's basically an award for like the best goal scored in that calendar year, and Stephanie was up for that award years ago. She's like an icon of like Irish sport, but she's a big Manchester United fan, and obviously I'm a big Manchester United fan. Her husband's a big Manchester United fan, so we end up just chatting football for hours, and which meant I arrived at like a little after 9, and I was planning on being like out of there by like 10, 11. It's now 2. In my defense, it was basically impossible to get a cab home. I think there was a festival on today, like a music festival on, which meant all the cabs were super busy, could not get an Uber. So I ended up having to get public transport home, which is not ideal because it takes more than twice as long, which is why it's 2 AM now and I'm basically just home. But what we'll do is we'll get in, we'll get a cup of tea, we'll pack a bag. Luckily, I'm not going on a big trip. It's like a little over 24 hours. I won't actually need to pack all that much. So we'll be fine. Good morning. It's 5:15 AM and we're about to go to the airport. I have had 2 hours sleep. Yes, please, Terminal 2. London. I've arrived in London. It's now just after 9 AM. On to the hotel.
What's the last name?
Broderick. B-R-O-D-E-R-I-C-K.
Junior suite's been booked.
I do. are. Kinda doesn't look like me anymore, but it's a debit card.
Okay, no worries.
Let's count the family. Have you?
I'm going to do a £150 deposit.
Yeah, no problem at all.
And if I can ask, actually, you have a. Thank you very much.
Just checked into the standard. Pretty cool hotel. As you can see, it's all kind of modelled on a railway station because it is right beside King's Cross, so it's pretty cool. Check out this view. So that there's the Shard. That there is the London Eye. Just there, you can just make out the Gherkin hiding behind there. And then with a slight crane obstruction, that's the walkie-talkie. Ideally, I'd love a time lapse of this, but it's quite a sunny day and it's Sunday, so there's very little movement there. None of those cranes are operating right now, which is a shame. But we'll try anyways. I don't think we'll get much movement. I was just on Instagram, and it's so funny. So I've spoke about it on this before in like Q&As and stuff. One of the biggest misconceptions about me is that I come from money. I'm not sure where that comes from. Like I guess like when people see like how I dress and you know like the watches and the fragrance and whatever. I'm from a working class family in a working class area. I went to a normal, like, public, normal school. It was a normal Irish primary school called Scoil Ursa, and then I went to a normal secondary school called St. David's. It was a CBS, it's a Christian Brothers school, and I saved up and put myself through college. I worked in retail for like 15 years, and then when I finished college I got a job in marketing because it's what I studied. And I didn't give up my day job till last year. I had 2 million followers on social media before I gave up my day job. This misconception that I'm like living off of my parents is wild. My parents still work normal day jobs. Like, my mom has worked in the same job for like 20 years. Like, I earn more money than my parents. I'm not living off of them. I've not lived off them for a long time. I moved out of my parents' house like 6 or 7 years ago, and I've not lived off them at all in almost a decade. I'm a 33-year-old man with a life and a job and a business that I run, and social media has allowed me to build that business and grow that business. And social media now, you know, is a facet of that business, and that's how we market. Like, it's wild. It is wild to me that people assume that I come from money, and I guess I need to take it as a compliment, right? Because what it's actually communicating here is they're sitting at home, right? Today is Sunday. They're sitting at home and they're on their phone and they come across my video and they think to themselves, oh, he must have been born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He must have got help. He must have got a leg up. Because if they admit that I got where I am due to hard work, that means that they could get where I am if they worked hard. And they're never, ever going to admit to themselves that they could have anything they wanted if they were willing to work for it, because then they're admitting that they're lazy. Haters are lazy. And that's what it is. They hate seeing people do anything that's progressive, anything that moves you forward in life, anything that takes you from here to here. This is where you start, this is your goal. Anything that progresses you along that line, haters hate it because they're lazy and they're never ever gonna do that work. Rant over. I'm gonna go to Uniqlo and buy myself a hoodie. In the hotel room, about to jump in the shower, but first I will show you what I bought in Uniqlo, because I went for just a hoodie because I really like their hoodies, but I came out with much more than a hoodie. And I also picked myself up something else as a little treat, because with all the travel I do journal a little bit, like in just a little pocket notebook, just some of like my random thoughts, video ideas, little things like that, business ideas, anything like that. Basically I got the idea from Richard Branson. Apparently he carries around a little book, and if he comes across any problems or issues or things like that throughout his day, he writes them down, because one day he could potentially come up with a solution for that could make him money, right? That's not the reason that I do it, well, maybe, but it's more so just so I can get like all the mess that goes on in here, the 56 billion ideas a minute that happens in my brain. If I put them on paper, it kind of calms this a little more. But with all the travel that I do, I've never done like a travel journal, and this trip now, like just, you know, a single day in London, tomorrow's a single day in Paris, but then obviously I have my America trip in July. So I got myself a travel journal, and I also got myself a little something to go with that travel journal, and I'll show you what that is now in a moment. But first, I'll show you what I got in Uniqlo. So you're gonna notice a cohesive color palette within what I bought. So the first thing that I bought, these Hoochie Daddy corduroy shorts. They fit really nice. They're like a mid-rise, which is rare to find for a pair of shorts, especially from a high street brand. They're quite nice on. The pocket detail on them is really nice. So like you can see an actual stitched pocket on the outside. Quite nice. They're nice on. Some green socks. That color green is my favorite color. Pair of khakis. You'd have seen I have a green pair of these. Like you'd have seen them in some Let's Get Dressed videos with the drawstrings within the waistband. The green Uniqlo ones. These are the exact same ones, except they're khaki. Then we have a kind of khaki green, military green crew neck t-shirt. The hoodie that I actually went to buy, just a brown pullover hoodie. Then again, you would have seen a version of this t-shirt in some Let's Get Dressed videos. I think one that done a couple of million views. I'm wearing a black Uniqlo t-shirt, and they're kind of boxy in the cut, and everybody always asks where I got it, and it's Uniqlo. So this is just like a slate grey colour. In my branding kit, when I do mood boards, or like sometimes when I do like consultancy marketing mood boards for different companies, generally this colour slate grey is within the Pantones in which I use in my presentations and mood boards. I absolutely love that colour. And another colour which is in my mood boards is beige. Exact same t-shirt, just in a beige colour. Then we have this polo, but you know, without buttons, in like a khaki green, military green kind of colour. And then a third version of that same boxy cut t-shirt, just in a kind of olive, I keep saying khaki green, maybe olive is a better, olive is probably a better description of that colour. So yeah, an olive version of that. So I got an olive version of it, beige version of it, grey version of it. And then I also got this which is kind of like a really lightweight short coat. So a chore coat like kind of resembles like a jacket, but it's really, really light. Generally made out of cotton, generally completely unlined. Yeah, like a trucker style chore coat. I do wish it had patch pockets on the bottom. It has side pockets, which are fine. Well, I think a patch pocket on the front would have been just a nice like aesthetic detail as well as a functional one. And then I also got one of the Uniqlo kind of crossbody bags because I stuck my pocket notepad, my pen and my camera in that, which is quite handy. And then it was handy to kind of like put my sunglasses when I wasn't wearing them. I put them in their case, and then they can also live in here. And I had like my hotel room key and stuff like that in it. So this is not something that I would normally wear or use, but I just saw it and it was like convenient for today, in which like carrying this in my hand, the other camera was strapped over my shoulder, and then I just had lots of other things and it was just easy to buy that and put it in it. Kind of looks like a banana, but there was that. And then what was the other thing? My travel journal. I'll show you my travel journal, then I'll show you the thing that I treated myself to for the travel journal. There's a cleaner right outside the window. There's like a balcony just down here. There's like a balcony just there from the rooms beneath me, and cleaners just like walking around. So that's a good thing. I put a dressing gown on and didn't decide to do this little segment in my underwear. So if you hadn't have guessed that green is my favorite color. Even my luggage case is green, but this is a travel journal, which is kind of nice because they'll strip it into like short trips like this, and then there's like spaces here. You can put in like before the trip, where the destination is, when you're going, how to get there, places you want to see, and then some notes, all that sort of stuff. And then here on the bottom is kind of the same thing, but more fluffed out, if that makes sense, because these are for longer trips. And then there's like checklists at the end and things like that. But what I got to go with this is a Fujifilm Instalinks Wide. So essentially it's a portable printer. You put the Polaroid film inside it, you take your photos from your smartphone, send them to the printer, it prints them out on wide Polaroids. So my idea is to take photos of the cities that I've been in or places that I am while I'm traveling, and take a selection of those photographs, print them out on these Polaroids and stick them into that travel journal, and then write notes kind of around the photographs with the journey and everything else like that. And I think once I fill out the books, there'll be a really nice physical way of, you know, reminiscing on the trip and going back on the trip, as opposed to just like them getting lost on Instagram, because I don't really share much of my photography on my Instagram anyways, and even if I did, eventually it would just filter down the feed and you would never see it again. So I think it's a nice little kind of offline hobby for me to do. So anyways, I'm gonna jump in the shower now. Hello.
Oh, apologies.
No, you're good.
I was
just running through the door.
A bag there.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
So this is the reason I'm actually here in London. So Memo Paris, the fragrance brand, you would have seen them in like some of my Let's Get Dressed videos. I wear them all the time. Cappadocia, to be specific. Well, I'm going to Paris tomorrow with Memo to see their boutique, and they've just dropped this off for me. So I'm not, it smells unbelievable. I'm not sure which one it is. I mention this all the time, that this is my favorite one, all of the time when people ask. And obviously Memo, listen. They're Damien, we are planning to take a journey in a fragrance to discover tomorrow in our Paris boutique. See you bright and early, love, Sunny and Alexis, the Memo Paris team. Nice little postcard from the guys, and French leather by Memo Paris. So now, two bottles with me. Well, this one is Cappadocia. This is a personalized bottle. This has my name and stuff on the side of it, and the back of it's all hand painted. So, and then we got French leather. This makes me very happy. Memo, thank you. Yeah, just like that. This day gets even better. Teddy Swims just texted me saying, bro, are we hanging tonight? So Teddy has his last of his European tour here in London this evening. I think they head to Australia next, and he just texted me asking if we're hanging out tonight. So guess I'm seeing Teddy later. So the bags are all but packed, so all the bits that I bought in Uniqlo are in here. Our little fit check, we'll do a little fit check here in the mirror for this evening. We're going very cash. Ideally I'd have a different cap on, but my hair is wild, so I washed it and didn't style it, so it's a hat is a hat. Got a brown hoodie, got a olive tee, the khakis and the brown boots. A very tonal outfit. The hoodie matches the boots, the hat matches the khakis, and if you want to be really close to it, the Casio watch matches the t-shirt. So it's all very cohesive. But we are pretty much done and dusted, ready to go. I need to grab a lunch before I go see Teddy and the boys, because it'll be a late one. For Damien, yeah? For Damien, yeah? Uber? Yes, please. The O2 Shepherd's Bush, please. For Damien, yeah?
Yeah.
How are you, mate? Sorry to keep you waiting.
We need sleep because we're going to Paris in the morning. And when I say in the morning, I mean in like 4 hours. 6 a.m. We're going to Paris.
The beauty of staying at the Standard when you're getting the Eurostar to Paris is the train station is right there. I'm documenting your French accent. You gotta say it now.
No, because I'm the worst French. Go on, say it, go on. What did I say? Was it nous avons une table réservée, une table pour
Une table
une table
au restaurant.
un restaurant.
Où?
Ooh.
Where?
Oh, where?
Paris.
We're going.
No. Just testing.
Just testing, yeah, I don't want to go.
We don't actually go. We don't need a reservation.
We don't need a reservation.
We're good.
Oh my goodness, my French is worse than I thought.
Right here. 24.
Yeah.
Memo.
Merci.
You would have noticed I went silent when that conversation was going on.
Et voici.
Merci.
Bonne dégustation, messieurs, dames.
Merci.
Finished up with Memo. I'll show you the wonderful gifts that they gave me once I'm home. But as you may have saw in yesterday's vlog, I started like a travel journal, so I'm trying to get a decent picture of this for said travel journal. So I'm trying to find a nice vantage spot. I have the 70 to 200 in the bag here, so just trying to find a nice spot that, again, unobstructed view, because all these trees are in the way and they're not really ideal for the photo that I have in mind. The other thing is there's lots of construction going on in Paris right now for the Olympics. So there's some roads that are closed off, and because the roads are closed, there's no longer a clear path to the tower unless you're like close to it. The closer you are to it, the harder it is to get a decent photo of it. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm trying to cross this bridge here and circle back on myself on the other side of the river, and then try to get a clear shot of it. And I'll be heading back in that direction, back to the Memo Paris boutique to pick up my bags before heading to the airport. Okay, let's go. Try to get this photo and then we'll get to the airport. It's been a long time since I was in Charles de Gaulle Airport, and I forgot how gross these tunnel things are. The floors are bouncy and there's like tons of them. It feels like being an ant. Less than 48 hours later, boarding another plane home. Folks, I'm absolutely shattered. It's now 1:06 a.m. I've not had a full night's sleep since Friday. It's now technically Tuesday, so I'm running on literal fumes, but I'm gonna go to bed now and get like a solid night's sleep, wake up tomorrow and edit this vlog and get it out. So I obviously have London and Paris trips kind of together in one as the vlog, and I did get a few messages off people asking for a couple of fashion videos, like one on like what suit should be the first suit that you should buy, what should be your second suit, how to wear check suits, all that sort of jazz. So I'm going to try and make videos on those. Like, education is not really my forte. I don't really like telling people what to do, what to wear, what's right, what's wrong. It's not really my style of content. Like even with the let's get dressed stuff, I never actually tell people what to wear, what's right, what's wrong, what's on trend, what's not on trend, all that sort of stuff. I basically just say wear what you want, whatever makes you happy, wear that. So I think I have an idea of how we can get those videos across in my style, and they still have some kind of, you know, a bit of a beneficial kind of thing to them, I hope. Anyways, I'm gonna try. I also got asked about the newsletter that I used to do, the Rafo newsletter. So it's coming back. I just texted my little brother Matthew to see what way he was working this week, to see if he's free to shoot some still images for the newsletter. While I was on my flight from Paris back to Dublin, I wrote a couple of articles on the plane, so it's just about getting the still images to match the article, and then we're golden, we're good to go from there. So I'm gonna bring it back. It'll be out every Friday going forward. So we'll have the vlogs, and the newsletter will be the two new kind of babies, and then our let's get dressed stuff will filter out. And as always, that's our bread and butter. They'll upload to Instagram and TikTok as normal, so don't worry, they're not going anywhere. But we are putting much more of an emphasis on this channel and other creative outlets, so to speak. Anyways, I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going to get a well-deserved sleep because I am shattered. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button. I think like it really helps the videos, and yeah, I really appreciate it. We have grown like 500 subscribers in the last week. It's crazy. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Goodbye.